So, so far, I've gotten the customer page done, and let's talk about some of my code. So, as you can see, there's a lot of code around. I kind of did a lot of things sloppily. I wanted to get the components set in place, and then start decomposing a lot of my components and everything. And after I decompose a lot of my components, what I mean by decompose is taking the things that I repeated or the things that I want to reuse. And you see how we have stuff like this. This is just snubbed right now, but since this is kind of like metadata, and the data right here be generated from, it be pulled in. But mostly stuff like this where I put it into a component and I can just stamp it on the page after that. So I'm getting a lot of my templating stuff together. I haven't started it yet. Where I want to make this page right here turn into less code. So I did make my customers page, like I said, or mentioned, and as you've been seeing on a lot of in my S3 bucket, I actually deployed it out to S3 so some of my viewers can go around and look at it. It's not much right now, but you can play around with it and everything. I wanted to get everything in place, and so, and as you can see, I have a lot of things that are hard coded in right now. Nothing dynamic yet. Just getting placeholders and stuff like that right. My styling, and then following that actual mock-up. So right here, I actually have that customers page right here. So right here, this is that customers page that you saw in the mock-up. I have a couple cards up here, then a few cards here. This right here is pretty tricky because of the limitations to. I use Chart.js, and you know there's no such thing as limitations, but in order to speed things along, I used what I had. I didn't want to dive deep into making anything custom right now, but I might change the implementation of this. But as of right now, I'm going to make it where this would be a component, and it'll be binded. So these will change when this stuff right here change up here. I also made these custom cards here. I had to do a lot of CSS and get some of this stuff squared away, just like stuff like this. And I actually got these materials right here from, there's some Bootstrap materials that are out there. I think it's React materials out there. And it has like little icons that you can use that are open source and everything. So if you noticed, I did a little bit of work getting these cards together and finishing out this page. I do got to add that social media part right there. This is one thing that I do like about site. When I make sites, I like them clean and simple. And we some of these tags here is not exactly the information we're going to show. It's just putting a placeholder there so as we get the node read together, we can decide what kind of data we're going to collect and stuff like that. And so if you go over to the S3 bucket, let's go to this right here. And so like this is the S3 bucket. This is actually live. And like I mentioned before, some of this stuff is going to load kind of slow right now because of the pictures. I just wanted to get the placeholders together. And if you go in and click on About, there we go. And then there's that other page right there. And I made it where it does the sign out because I don't have everything hooked up yet. I just want to make my pages, my templates and everything. And then speed up development as I go. Just stuff like this is not functional right now, but it's good that we show the numbers and everything. The styling, I'm pretty proud of it as of right now. Bringing back my front end skills and everything. So I haven't did front end in a long time. Actually, no, I did front end maybe about last year for some clients and stuff like that. When I worked at IBM, I did a lot of front end, back end. I was everywhere. So I'm pretty proud of what I came up with. Um, and like I said, I had to alter a lot of this, like altering the CSS to a lot of these different things. So I couldn't use it exactly out of the box to get what I want. So what I did was altered a lot of it. Also, because you can see like right here, I'm actually using the React. So for Charts.js, I'm using Charts.js, React Charts.js 2. Under the hood, you actually notice that it is Canvas and Charts. So if I wanted to go and develop and contribute, it'll be Canvas and Charts that I'll be doing. And I'll be making a React wrapper for it. And so right here, as you can see, some of this stuff is hard coded. It's very late. It's kind of like behind the scenes. Um, and this is everything that I have right now. I actually have this attached to Git as well. So if I go over to the Git graph, you can see some of the history and stuff like that. That's the init for that Git graph. Let me see if I can get that main branch, the history on that main branch, on the commits. Should be more commits than this. Let's do this. It's not showing all my commits that I've done for some reason. It should be pushed up there though. So yeah, so they should be up there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I am going to check Bitbucket and make sure everything is up there. Let me see something. Let's go Bitbucket. It's right here. Let's go check my Bitbucket. Let me go log in to my Bitbucket. Alright, so let's go to my projects. I actually made some new projects in here too. Let's go to TechDenmak. I think that's the one. So yeah, so I got my front end and back end up here. Let me check something out real quick. What was the last commit that I did? And this is why I did a piece on this here. Let's see. Okay, so see how you can see all my commits here. Yeah, so that's when I finished the customer page and everything. But for some reason, it doesn't show up in here. I wonder why. I go over to my graph. It should show all of my other commits. Let me do this. Yeah, it should show all of my other commits and everything, but it's not showing up, I guess. So I have to figure out why it's not showing up. But yeah, so that's what I have so far. Everything looks good so far. I'm pretty happy with it. And when you get a chance, please go and check out AWS S3. As a matter of fact, let me see if I'm still logged into my AWS account. So I'll show you a couple things in my AWS account. Nah, forget it. Never mind. I don't feel like going through that. It's pretty late. So yeah, this is everything I have right here. I hope you enjoyed it. I won't go on and on and on. But over time, I'm going to get pieces of this stuff hammered out. The next page that I'll be doing is the administration page, which will be kind of like this page. It'll be a template of this page, but it's going to be a lot more things, and it's going to be a nav bar on the side, everything with the breadcrumb. All right, peace.